Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Vital to the future of you all, and I'll be giving you that vital message right at the end. So just subscribe and hang out, and we'll get to it eventually. Or maybe we won't. No, we will. We will. I have to tell you, the vitalness is actually at every part of this what do I call it, broadcast. How is everybody? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How is everybody? Big news, which I think is very, very, very good news. Puts a lot of stuff in a different context. For me, it puts a lot of stuff in a different context. About that was dropped by the Times. Screen Rant has subsequently done an article on it, but I subscribed to the Times. I got a month free trial, and last time I did it, I did it on a different email address, I guess. I got zapped, and they got me for a month. I'm like, for that, because I did it for one other article they did on Russell D. Davies or something. I don't know, brother. Like, they got me. So I'm like, really feel gypped. So this time I was like, fine, I got the article, I downloaded. How do I cancel? I'm going to cancel it right now. No, you got to call them. You can't do it online. You got to call them and say, yeah, no, I was just taking advantage of it. I'm not taking advantage of you. You're a schmuck for freaking charging for this. I mean, this is not a model, right? This is not a business model. You don't want to get money out of people's hands begrudgingly. If people want your service, they will pay for your bloody service and get used to a world where they may not want your service, right? Your service has to be commercially viable, right? And if you can't pay for it with ads, then you're in trouble, mate. Well, looks like you're going under. You've got to be, if it's not commercially viable, it's not commercially viable. But like this, I don't want to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. I hope I do cancel, right? And I do, but like I hope they find a different way of monetizing. It's so freaking stupid, right? Really, what annoys me most about it is the stupidity. I'll tell you another stupidity, right? Another stupidity really, really freaking annoys me. There's this gorgeous hotel here in Israel called Carmel Spa, right? It was freaking gorgeous. I loved it. It was like in the Carmel Forest. You had to drive up this mountain to get there, up and up and up. And when you go there, everybody like walks around in robes all day. It's like, imagine like a James Bond villain's lair, right? Full of Jews, right? Full of Jews, lots of Jews. And you hang out, and the food's freaking insane. Oh my God, breakfast starts at like 7 and goes to 11, right? It just go on, and it's just they constantly bring things, and it's very, very good. Like in the Israeli breakfast, where it's just this incredible spread, right? You got like one table, it's your different like jams and jellies and things like that, and you got some really funky ones, like they got the traditional ones. We also got like spicy ones, Middle Eastern ones, really cool. So you got another table which is like different salads, different really interesting salads. Another table, different cheeses, and you have an egg station. They'll make eggs for you. Just tell them what you want, and the service there is very, very good. And then there's an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. I don't go to the outdoor pool. I like the indoor pool. Hang out there. You go to the jacuzzi. It's really nice. It's really, really awesome. And you just hang out, right? You just hang out. So it was really simple. The last time I went there, they changed manager, and you felt it, right? Because they used to be this little bit where the couches were, where you hung out, and they just had like different, all these different teas out and different things you could put on. Like, these cool things, like ginger, fresh ginger, or rock candy, or like honey, all the different things you can put in tea. It was really cool, right? And I was like, I love that. I really love that. So they got rid of that and they replaced it with like this cafe that it's this food service thing, so they can charge you for food when you're there. And it's like for having a drink, and it's just like, oh, man, that's such a stupid nickel and dime, right? That's such a stupid penny pinch, because I'm not going back. Right, because this place isn't cheap. I'm not paying like top dollar, right? To like then be nickel and dime. Will you stop it? For God's sake. I feel the same way about about the newspaper. So anyway, I got that article. Very interesting. We will be looking at it together. So yeah, this is how I suffer for you, my people. PD Rich, I believe, has to be gone by 6. So I will get to the article before I will finish it before 6. Okay, this is my pledge. So have I spoken. So shall it be. It might not happen though. Okay, who knows? Who knows? We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going down. We got all the reaction to Flux, which gets okay. I knew this would happen, right? I knew this would happen. It gets worse the longer it sits with you because you realize how cringy and stupid it is. But because it moves so fast and it was very glittery, right? You didn't notice it. But like, man, I don't like Yaz. Oh my god! I like as a character, as a like, I would not want to be around these people. They're the perfect Doctor companion duo because nobody else will possibly want to spend time around them. Like that, John Bishop just arrived. He's like, "Hey, about Chuck, kid, all right, hey, let me talk about Liverpool." That's basically all I got from him so far. Although he does seem to be by far the most intelligent person. Him and the dog are the two most intelligent, and the bad guy. Anybody apart from Jodie and Yaz, they're so bad. They're so, and it kind of sticks with you. It's like a. I imagine it's like some kind of sexual assault. You dwell on it. It's not good, and you do. I find myself thinking, "Wow, that was really okay." It starts off because I watched it again to do a review of it or bits of it, right? So it starts off this voiceover from Jodie. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's like, okay, Kasvarian, you may think you have us in your grip, and to pull back, and they're like, but let me tell you, we could do a blah blah. I know. She tries to talk about it, and Yaz's like, yeah, we're ready for anything. We're primed, and they don't sound threatening at all. They sound really pathetic. And then you pull back, and they're upside down, and they're even more pathetic than they sounded. All right, and then the escape, the daring escape, the impossible escape is stupid. Listen, okay. Do you remember Heaven Sent, right? Not Heaven Sent. The Witch's Familiar, right? On the Wizard's Apprentice. Well, the second one, right? How they got out of that cliffhanger where Clara's been hit by Dalek, seems to be executed, exterminated, and that seems to be the cliffhanger, right? So they got out of that by talking about this thing the Doctor worked out in his fourth life, I think, right? About how to triangulate a death beam into a teleport, and he did it on the fly. Basically, that's how they got out. But at least that impossible explanation, that escape, in any way, didn't break the laws of physics. Like in a very obvious way. I mean, it might have broken it in a science fiction way, but not, so the Doctor and Yaz, they're hanging upside down and they look awful, right? They look so. It's like I always say when I went through the ultra orthodox areas, because I used to be in that the super ultra orthodox areas. It's like, oh man, it's like you put your women through, you put your people through a desexualization machine. It's like it's not good. Okay, it's okay to be attractive, right? It's like it's okay in somebody don't, and that's what they do. They make themselves like, I'm not for the male gaze. I know, darling, I know. No, I'm looking when vomiting. Okay, they're hanging upside. It looks really bad. Okay, let me get a screen grab. How can I do this? If I play it, I can play it, but I have to pause it, obviously. Hang on a second. I got the file. Okay. Where did I put it? Amazing. I put it in my Doctor Who folder, and I really didn't like doing that. So I put it somewhere. Oh, it didn't copy over. Thank God. I felt kind of happy about that. I have it somewhere else as well. Where is that? How do I get that place? Hang on. I'm thinking it out. If I go to is it up here? I should have a link to it somewhere. No, oh man, I got to turn on like all these different apps to find the play. Here, this is it. There you go. Oh, okay, fine. Now I go over here. It's opened up a folder. Fine. It's opened up a folder, and now I'm going over to here. I'm dragging it over. Oh, did that work? I think it just worked. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Stop! You first turn the sound off. But yeah, that was the voiceover to start with. It was really bad. Oh god, then it got like reminiscent of Wizard of Oz. Where is it? And they're always pissed off with each other. This is not witty repartee. Right? This is not witty repartee. These are two cunts who don't like each other that have forced to be around each other because nobody else want to be around them. It's just so bad. Oh man, it's so bad. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I'm just trying to... I don't want to not show anything, but... And they got a long time... Oh, there it is. Oh, God, it's just... But no, I want the long shot. Where is it? Oh, did I go too far again? Here, long shot is just... Oh, there you go. Like, that is not attractive. I'm for anybody. And they're like, hey, we're not for the male gay. Yeah, no, but come on, put your knees away. Your knobbly, bloody knees. Nobody wants to see that. And like, oh, God. And yeah, of course, we open the season with her being defeated. As it turned out, by a dog. I mean, what do you want me to bloody tell you? Look at it. It looks so freaking bad. Now, people are giving the special effects stick. Now, here's what I think about it. There's two parts to a special effect. There's the effect, and then the interaction with the actors. If the actors are shit, the effect's gonna get hurt. It's gonna be less passable. Right? If this was with Matt Smith, I think it would be kind of fun. Right? Or I think it would be fun. But because it's with her, and she can't really sell it, and there's no danger, and it's just not very good. Right? It's not very good. Remove that. I'll move it like that. Oh, look, there you go. I'll keep it there in case I want to get back to it. But yeah, oh man, it's just not very good. So yeah, it sticks with you, man. It's really, and you can see kind of towards the end, essentially, after the Weeping Angel attack, which was quite good, and I put all that down to the director who really knew what he was doing with this. The director for this was worked well with what he had, right? The director, I would want this director working on my thing, whatever it was. Like, he worked well with what he had. It zipped along. You didn't notice it being shit, which is, I think, the goal. But yeah, basically after the Weeping Angel attack, you can see Chibnall going, oh my God, it is so much work. I can't. Oh, yeah. And now the dog is a good dog instead of a bad dog, and he's here to save everyone, and because they're there to save humanity. What about all the other times humanity has been in danger, right? Really? No, we'll wait until the 2021 one. What? Really? Why? What about, I don't know, Sutek? What about when Sutek came out? Where were you then, Mr. Doggies? No? Okay, that was in danger then. Okay, really? He was going to eat the planet. What would you have done if the doctor wasn't there? You should have turned up. I mean, there's a lot of times the world would have been destroyed if not for the doctor. I'm trying to remember some, which I'm surprised that I ain't like... Dalek Invasion versus the future. Yeah, it's also going to be the past as well. I guess the invasion of the dinosaurs wouldn't have destroyed the world. I have to go through the episode. I don't know. I have to go through an episode guide, man. But there must have been more than once that the Earth was in danger, right? Must be more than once. What about when the Axons showed up? Exactly. So it was a stupid idea. Anyway, I digress. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just be grateful, okay? Just be grateful. And then at the end, he really runs out of steam. And then it's a planet-eating cloud that can eat clouds. And you know what? I need somebody special to be able to say that. Who can't say it very well. Who shall I write that? I need a special person. Only one person will do. You know who that one person is? Just one person. Just one person can convey this important piece of dialogue. Who is it? It's that bloke from Game of Thrones that nobody's heard of. Oh, I do hope we can get him. Oh, I do hope. You don't want John Barrowman? Who? Never heard of him. Don't know. John Barrett? No, he was been on. No, there is no John Barrowman. There is no Macra. Kind of the world we live in, right? Man, I know what's going down with Rittenhouse, but I feel dodgy for him, mate. It seems so cut and dry, but I don't know. We're going to be talking about that in a second. Anyway, no. At the end, it's like, and now the clouds chasing the TARDIS. So I can see him fighting it. It's so shit. It's like, okay, literally. A planet-eating cloud is chasing the TARDIS and says, hey, you know what I'll do? Oh, my great plan. I'm going to go to Earth. What? But there's a planet-eating cloud chasing you. Yeah, I'm going to go to Earth. I said, why? Because there's a billion dog creatures and spaceships around Earth that can form into any structure conveniently, and I'll give them the plans to form into an impenetrable shield. Duh! He said, okay, so we say do that, and then he's God! I'm sorry, this is really like therapy, okay? I'll just recount, and then show me on the dolly where the doctor touched you. So, okay, no, really, it's like that. Anyway, for some reason, she's still on the other side of the impenetrable boundary made by the dogmen. Okay, that sentence actually really happened in real TV. Okay, and she's icky thump. I know what I'll do next, and she gets a big hammer and she smashes her TARDIS, right, which has had doors appear in it in different places for no reason and started to menstruate. And I'm not exaggerating. That actually has happened in the episode. I'm calling it menstruate. It looks like it. I'm calling it that. Just started to bleed. Everything's falling apart. Not doing well. Doctor, we play the game again, Time Lord. We get a lot of that going on. Everything he said he hated about 80s Doctor Who is this. Everything he said he hated. Maybe he's doing he's George Costanza-ing it and doing the opposite, right? Just doing the absolute opposite of what he thinks he should do. Because that's kind of what's going on. And it's the best he's done. It's great. Anyway, right, he's totally right. He's like, I can't write. It's too much. And then Sontarans are going to war somewhere. I don't know. We cut to someone and go war! And I'm going, where's Dan Starkey, man? I want a bit of Dan Starkey action if we get Sontarans. No, he's gone. Okay, never mind. You couldn't hide Dan Starkey? Really? He was very good in the role, right? Or was it retribution for being in that short with Moffat or something, wasn't it? Where he took the piss out of something? Can't even remember. But I bet that is it, right? He took the piss out of the Timeless Children or something in the intro to one of the watch-alongs. And Christian said, right, okay. Everyone's replaceable. Time to get new Sontarans, I think, don't you? Would have hired you, but no. And you're not even cancelled. And I'm not doing it. So now I get new I bet that's what happened. I bet that timeline fits. Anyway. He's running out of steam. Oh, God, I don't know what happens next. And then the doctor's ending line is atrocious. I always wondered what it would feel like. And like, what? What did you wonder? Like, the end of the universe! And that's really what happens. And it doesn't even go, I was dead, and I was going to go, and that's like, no, you don't get it, you go, that's literally, and next week's Mary Seacombe, a black woman in the Crimea. God help us! They're like, okay, I've gone a week without virtue signaling. Okay, much. Okay, I did the handicapped girlfriend and the soup kitchen. Okay, I did that a little bit. Okay, I did a little, but come on, she's only handicapped. Okay, I didn't mention it. She walked across the camera. And anyway, thank God she was, because I couldn't tell her apart from the Weeping Angels woman. Bloody hell. But that both thin Englishy woman with bob haircut, with dark bob haircuts. I'm like, really? You really? No. Yeah, you're right. I can't tell them apart, right? Exactly. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you, mate. I mean, anyway. And it's so weird. She's meeting Dan for a drink. And instead of saying, hey, let's meet at the bar. Let's meet where we're going. Let's meet in town. No, let's meet in the spooky street for no apparent reason. Why? No reason. I'm just going to rape and murder you. What? No, nothing. That didn't happen. Okay, then. So I'm just going to the creepy street for no reason. Okay, then. Oh, look. Here's the crystal face girl. She's going to seemingly have sex with me. I think that's where, we're going to have so much fun with you. I mean, the end of the universe. I don't even know if that's what a line was there. I got to watch it again so I can say it more often, because it's so shit. It's just, really, the trauma's just hitting me now. Like, and then there was a dog creature. I like the doggy there. What can I tell you? Ethan Blockhamer's here. How you doing, Eastlyn? First thing, like, as I'm saying to those people, let's return this to the stream, because it's oh, no, stop. Bollocks. Hang on. Is it going from the beginning? No. Okay. There you go. 1 second. There you go. Let's leave that up for a while, because it's so shit. Oh, yeah, this is not, and it's not, at least it's not offensively shit at the moment. It's just shit. But it's so shit. It's shitter than McCoy is his shittest. Okay, it really is shit. And I'm sorry, you quite like season 24. So, is it shitter than season 23? Yes. Oh yes. Definitely shit. It's the shittest. And look at it. I mean, look, what do we do? Exhibit A, right there. This is an actual frame from it. What do you want me to tell you? Ethan Mark here. Hello, how are you? First here, Sly Nix, good afternoon. Queen Charlotte, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, thank you. Oh, thank you for the birthday bar. You just got another one. There you go, 2 for the right one. BD Richards here. Jonathan Cox is here. Sigma Later. I like that. Sigma Later, it's very good. Even though, happy birthday, Charlotte says Sigma Later. I just jumped. Yeah. I was in the middle of reading a word, right? Snivron Sykes is here. Okay, let's scroll. Oswald Biscuit is here. Kip Ellis, how are you doing, sir? Is that a new avatar? That looks like a new avatar to me. Mr. PC Gamer Fiver is here with his fez. Andrew Smart is here. Robbie Bonham has joined us. Hello, Robbie. How are you? That hat looks awfully warm. Got 15 minutes into Flux. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, listen. You can get a doctor for that nowadays, mate. You get a doctor for that. Chris Sutter, I have just paid in the moment before the stream started. I have just paid for the US shipping. Don't know what's going on with the UK shipping. Like, okay, The product should have hit their warehouse a week ago, right? So I just assumed it was shipped out already. So I sent an email saying, "Hey, I just want to check on the status. What's going on?" And I gave them an address to send the returns. Oh, they asked me for an address to send the returns. I'm like, "Well, have you not shipped any out yet?" Really? It's like, really? Man, you're killing me. You're absolutely. But I think everything, timing is everything. So listen, I'm gonna know a lot more next week, I think, and next few weeks, what's gonna be, right? In what time zone, in what time what we're looking at, time frame we're looking at. Like, if I'm optimistic. There's a absolute like fundamental change in the energy creating reality, right? There's going to be a window change coming, hopefully, and I'm hopefully seeing the signs of it. So the next sign of it is, well, firstly, there's this gubernatorial race in Virginia. If McAuliffe doesn't win, the other guy Youngkin wins. That's essential. That's huge. That's so huge that I doubt it's going to happen. Even though every indication is it will, I still like. I just think election is going to be fortified, right? I think it's going to be fortified. What can I tell you? But they seem to be putting out noises that they expect to lose now. So I don't McCullers, but if he loses, right, and that's a huge sign of a fundamental shift in the change in the sands that we stand on. Because I really believe there's like a spiritual, energetic reality, and the physical reality is a reflection of that. So I'm looking at the spiritual side of it rather than the physical side. So, but you can tell what's going on the spiritual side from the physical side. There's a really smart thing somebody told me, and it's really true, right? There's a verse in Psalms written by King David. It says, you stick out your hand, and God sticks out his hand and gives you whatever that you want, right? Anything you want. It's like, well, that's not true, because we all want to be billionaires, and like we don't. No, that's not true. That seems silly, and that's not really. And the truth is that really is true, right? There's the we want like our subconscious want things more than we do, right? Our subconscious has fears. Like, we're scared of being different. We're scared of being wealthy. We're scared of, and I know it sounds stupid, but there's a lot of responsibilities that come with that. They're scared. Maybe you've had a trauma in a previous life because you were wealthy, right? Maybe you were wealthy and you lost your money in a different life, and that's very, very traumatic, right? And so, I believe because we go from life to life to life, and I think we keep that trauma between life, right? Anyway, as I said, I think there's a fundamental shift in reality coming, and I think I'm hoping the timing of the complete implosion of the Eternals, which is the pinnacle of woke cinema, right? This is like this was supposed to be Stunning and Brave and Succeed, and it's not, right? It's really crashing and burning hard. If that is an indicator, which I hope it is, the Yonkin McAuliffe is another one. A third one is Carl Rittenhouse. Now, there's no evidence in the world like that can possibly convict him of anything. Like, possibly, I just listened to the opening statements by the prosecution, which seemingly proved the defense's case. Like they disproved a bunch of things that were in the. Okay, it was really weird, but that's what happened. Couldn't watch Flux. I had a knot in my shoelaces to one side. Very smart. Well, that's basically how they've been selling it. Says Sniver on Sykes. So what can I tell you? It's like Trevor's trying to rip off the Moffat Smith era. That's exactly what he's trying to do. And he's really trying. But you see, in the last 5 minutes, he just ran out of energy. Right? So I don't know if he's got it for another episodes, right? I think this was him, right? I think like the golden era of late 70s Doctor Who was City of Death. That was the one story, right? We never saw that golden era again. Like Gareth Roberts has revisited it a lot in a lot of very good stuff, but we never saw it again on TV. Right? That was basically it. Don't tell Scotty then, said Jonathan Cox. I'm not sure why. She can't take it, Captain. Gonna blow. So I'm gonna get my Indie and stuff before Christmas so I can wrap up a present myself. I hope so. I do hope so. I mean, like, it's going out. It's packaged up. It's going out momentarily. Chris Solar. So we'll find out. I mean, hopefully. It's like, I'm hoping you get it before the end of Civilization and Kevin Costner doesn't have to deliver it to you on horseback. That would be weird. In like 15 years from now. It's like Chimbal's watched Series 5 again and just started copying. That's exactly what it says, PD Rich, right? That's exactly. I mean, at least when Kurtzman did it in Star Trek, it came out like a Star Trek karaoke. Yeah, it's really weird, but this is even worse. Saying goodbye to Space Beacon? Jonathan Cox is saying goodbye to Space, but I didn't know he was on. Really? I feel really bad stepping on him. Oh, man. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't know. What the hell was that? Was what? I don't know. It must be. I just started showing the clip, right? All James McKibben is taking chunks of predators and working with his own watery gravy. I think it's more of a thick gravy. RTD is coming, and he's all in. It's going to be mad. Yes, that's the deal. He is all in. He is all in big time. He is going to make a freaking mint if Doctor Who does well. So you will find suddenly, vim, the woke bullshit's gone, right? The diversity hiring is gone. You'll get it diversity, but you won't get diversity hiring, right? That's going to be gone. He's going to want the best people at the best time. You know when they say, who should be the doctor, the best person? Yeah, that's exactly who it's going to be, the best bloody person, right? Whatever it is, the better he does, he makes a fucking mint, right? If you remember, one of the times I was on Gary's channel, right? And I said, listen, I'm optimistic. Everyone's like, oh, gloom, gloom, doom, gloom. And I'm the only one on the panel going, yeah, I'm optimistic, right? I might say, why? Everybody likes money. And that's true. Everybody likes money. Right? Russell D. Davies likes money. He likes to suck cocks. He likes money. Okay? This is all cool. I'm happy with all of this. Okay? He should be able to get as much of both, right, as he wants. So I'm happy for that. Just make good Doctor Who. I'll buy shit again. Because he gets a cut in everything now. Right? He's literally... like the implosion of the merchandise is something that's like nearly over, right? There's light at the end of the tunnel. I don't think he's going to carry on the woke shit, right? I mean, I think he might in terms of like that's who he is, but it won't be like agenda driven. I think it'll be like Mickey. Like nobody thought having Mickey was woke, but everyone's going to go, oh, it's so woke, but they're not because it's going to be good. Right, and then you're gonna see all the J-bots who are be gone, going, hey, look what hypocrites they are. They said they didn't like Jodie, but they don't mind it being Russell T. Davies doing a black person. Yeah, exactly. It was never about that. Disaster, how you doing, Andrew Smart? How are you? Where's the dog for Yaz? Exactly. God, I bet that's a bitch too. There is no macro. But isn't that what the world is now? Like people, like the Carl Rittenhouse, people really genuinely believe he's a racist white supremacist that went out shooting mass shooting spree of black people, right? They really believe this is one of the greatest people in humanity. Like now I've looked into him, bloody hell! Like what a wonderful person. You should be like grateful to be cultivating this caliber of human being for your society. Okay, here's what I know so far. He was volunteering to defend his place of employment because he's just a stand-up guy. right? He was there with medical help, administering medical aid, protecting property from people who are burning it down, right? He didn't fire first. It's like the self-defense is clearly on video, right? He did everything correctly, not just in that situation, not this like being in that situation because he's a meritorious, good human being, right? Man, if people were encouraged to be like that, America would be great, right? That and Americans are like that, like military people. They're like that. They're like Louis C.K. does a gag like having somebody in the military on your flight is great. It's like having an extra flight attendant. It's like, yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, can I help you, ma'am? There, and it's true. Right? It freaking is true. It's and they want to paint him as this evil person. It's so evil what they're doing. Right? I can't. And this kid looks so sweet. The guy he killed, by the way, this is not related to that. Particularly an idea of the caliber of the person that he killed, who was violently attacking him, was a 5-time child rapist. So, like, really? We're even arguing about this? Like, really? Maybe I could see being lenient on a 3-time child rapist. A 5-time child? Like, really? How many kids does this guy need to sodomize? Where you go, maybe we can look at the other way on this one. No, he's a hero. Really? Oh, man. Tell you, and the precision this kid used, that he didn't kill more people. Oh, like I recommend looking into this case. This kid is awesome. Like, he's a hero, right? An absolute hero. Whenever you say a China plot out loud, it's telling them. It really is. Hang on. Stop press. I think I got news from my fulfillment. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, fine. So I guess no one's got it yet in the outside the US. My reply was, we'll chief production and get back with an update ASAP. It's only been a week, darling. No rush or hurry. Bloody hell. But okay, here's the thing. I'm a very driven person. Okay, I am like, I'm like gearing up right now. Start my Substack. I'm not starting it until the Indigo goes out, right? But I really should be gearing up to getting it started. But like, I'm up for that. Like, I'm excited to like always be doing new stuff, right? But yeah, that's what, and I got to start getting like a good 2 months worth of material together. Got to work out how often you get something. I think you get different things. I got to give you awesome scripts. Oh man, I got some awesome scripts I'm going to share with you. Some TV scripts, comics. I realized I can give you like the first like 35 pages of Crown the Empire in black and white, which is pretty darn cool. It's like the first act. That's all lettered, ready to go. But and it's also kind of cool seeing it in black and white. Like we will not see it. I might have to add tone in that. That's be too much work. I don't know, maybe. Chiv's really autocorrect, lol. Okay. Chiv's plot, China plot. Same thing, Queen Charlotte. Same thing. Cam says, hello to everybody. Hello to you, Cam. The legending of the traveling TARDIS. I smell Whovians. Hell, everybody. We all say hell to you, sir. We all say hell to you. At least the Startars look a bit more old school. Yes, they do. I do like favorite Startars to this day remain Shakedown, right? I've got to check out, what's that one? Mind Game, right? I haven't seen that for years. I've got to give that a rewatch. Problem being is here, evening, Governor. You look very dashing in your trilby, if I may say so. I'm assuming that's a trilby. She knows what the end of the effing universe is like from 11 to 12 regenerations. Fucking hell. Who writes this shit? That will be Chibnall. Yeah, it's such a. I can't play it. They'll copyright strike me. so hard, right? So hard. Unless is it on the official BBC? Let's see if it's on the official BBC one. If it's on the official BBC YouTube, I think we should be safe. Even then, I don't know. Speaking of which, I've really got to open up a Rumble account. Okay, Jodes. Okay, we'll see you later, darling. Okay, we'll do another share screen. YouTube's. Okay, there we go. Let's go and look for Doctor Who. Doctor Who. In the it was Doctor. See, you got Dr. Alex there. Dr. Alex is good. You should check out Dr. Alex. He's going to be dropping his new episodes on Saturday now, right? Saturday now. Is this it? Is this the end of it? Oh yeah, if this is on the official one, yeah, I think we can watch this. Yeah, it's the crappy line.
Your ship behind that battalion wall.
Yeah, so her magic plan was she forgot to go behind the magic wall that they made with the doggies. And this will get to the last line. This is the only... Yeah. So now she's going to say, let's see what that does to you. Maybe you should consider that before you do it. Maybe this is going to make it super powerful. No, Jodie Whittaker is a moron. Okay, her doctor is a moron. Ecky thought it didn't work because I'm a freaking. He's like bloody hell. This is my life. I could have been in the Clapton Arms doing a set, then having a nice warm lark. No, instead I'm in Doctor Who. Chuck. Oh yeah, this is the thing you had to have him for, right? He can do this, right? You need him. Now, I have no idea if this woman over here is the one who knew the doctor or the one with one arm, okay? Or I do know this is an evil man, unless he turns out to be good. I know at some point he's going to be betrayed to be evil. There's a dog person again. So I think that dog's howling, right? I think that's what's going on, right? I think the dog's howling. Woo! Woo! Weeping angel, yeah. Look, they're always good, no matter what you do with a weeping angel. That's like pretty scary. Yeah, who they're attacking? This makes no sense. I mean, like, screw you, Dan Starkey! That's basically what that is. But oh yeah, the super villains. Oh, weirdly sexual. Yeah, okay, this is her last night. It's so shit.
The end of the universe. I always wondered what it would feel like.
Why are you wondering what it would feel like? Like, feel like? Ecky thump. I wonder what it would feel like. Really? Does have a diversity data like the woke randomizer? It kind of does. It's all gonna go as soon as Russell Davies is back. He wants to make money, right? He wants to make it great again, right? What she should have said is, I've always wondered what it's like to be atomized would be like. Hopefully. Yeah, though I thought my mental health will deteriorate as I go. It's real. It does. It starts shaking. Like as time goes on, you reflect upon the experience. It's not good. I'm not convinced Chibnall wrote this episode. It's actually slightly better. It's slightly better. Yes, it's 100% slightly better. I agree with you. It's yeah. Do you think RTD had input? He can't do because it's so shit. I think he might have veto. Right? I think he might have veto, but because he owns Doctor Who, basically now. Now the whole Sony acquisition deal makes sense as well. Yeah, let's open up the article. Petey Richards going 15 minutes. Okay, let's open up the article. It's over here. Doink. There you go. Fine. So we'll read the Times one now. There you go. Opening up. What is opening up? These are to read during the apocalypse. That's exactly why you should buy your physical media. What the hell? Oh, these are all the replies. Oh, here we are. There we go. Where is it? Yep. Yeah, we go. This one. BBC set to lose out over Doctor Who. Well, listen, we've lost that for a while. The deal bringing Russell Davies back to the helm of Doctor Who could mean BBC misses out on up to £40 million in commercial revenue for every 10 episodes, Ursula said. So that's, they're saying, is approximately what it makes in merchandise, I believe is what they're saying. The sci-fi series has always been made by BBC or BBC Studios, the broadcaster's commercial arm. However, Davies who first rebooted it in 2005, revived, not rebooted, made his return next year contingent, and this is really interesting, on a transfer of control to Bad Wolf, the production firm based in Wales. Sources said that Bad Wolf would be responsible for the creative direction and production, but BBC Studios would look after international sales, merchandise, and other ancillary matters. Sources say it's it's extraordinary for the BBC just rolled over. It does. I mean, if they still want the international sales, and the merch, I know what they're complaining about. Bad Wolf is run by two former BBC producers who worked with Davies on the two. Yes, exactly. Jane. Yeah. Look, they're all making a mint, right? And 100% Tim Davies in on it, and 100% he made the deal with. I think he made the deal with Sony. It's my guess that. The company is backing from Sky, but is expected to be acquired by Sony Pictures Television. BBC Studios says BBC is ultimately responsible for delivering the show, and this production partnership is about long-term investment that will radically build on an already hugely successful show. So, what the hell are they saying? BBC spent millions of license fees money in a way that they knew would alienate millions of the license fee payers. In the process, they turned the show into with a long history and a great affection by a long way into a lemon. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. Honestly, that's the story, right? That's essentially the story. But they gave that. Well, obviously they're going to have creative control, right? But it said BBC still maintains the international sales. I don't know. We'll delve into this deeper, right? There's a lot more to talk about. We will delve in back into this. But that's essentially the story. That the BBC apparently given them an unprecedented amount of control. Why? Because they didn't have any bloody choice. Have you seen a person on Twitter who disliked Dune? Not because of the film story, direction, or anything like that, but because it wasn't enough jokes. No, I haven't seen that, says DC. They're all right. Not enough fart gags in Dune. That is true. You find a massive dearth of them, right? You can edit in your own fart gags, okay? You don't have to. You don't have to have a reaction. Just Duncan Idaho's walking down the road. That's fine. What a dumb question. Doom doesn't even need to be filmed. Like, really? It's the weirdest thing. Mr. Jack, when I do there, Colin, just hello to you before. I say hello. Why not? Why not? I emphasize. Martha wasn't a black trainee doctor. She was a trainee doctor only black. Exactly. Yes. Like she was a human being. Martha was pretty next to yes. Listen, Martha's pretty. Here's the thing about Martha. I don't find her very doable, but I find her very beautiful. It's very, very different. Right? Very different. Trilby is a humbug, but thank you. I do apologize, sir. Okay, listen, you're talking to a style savant. Okay, this is me after work. Okay, I'm doing pretty good. I said ha, I did pretty well with. I've been watching episodes of Top Gear with Jeremy Clarkson Hammond and May, and it's just so much better than they put out these days. If the BBC smart, they'll poach them right back. Exactly. But they're not smart. They're not smart. BBC, I'll be careful. I played a 10-second clip on a Halloween episode podcast and got. I don't want a copyright claim. I don't want a copyright strike. No, take the money. I have. Yeah, copyright claim's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. I mean, they demonetized my channel. Why? Like, I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother. That's why I swear more now. The only place to swear is here. It's incredible. Or when I'm arguing with my wife. One to two. At least Moffat had as a full series of build-up and payoff. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. It's very J.J. Abrams, isn't there? It was like no payoff, right? Just they all payoff, no actual story, right? It was 100% just payoff, and there's no sale. Say they did exactly the same with Star Trek Discovery, right? Exactly the freaking same. Just jumped. Just don't worry, and then it jumped again. Where'd it go? He was saying something about Dan Starkey. No, man, I must have jumped a long way. Okay, I'm going back. Okay. Hang on. Just getting new incoming messages. Let's see what that is. God, I just heard. Okay, breaking news. We have the title of episode 3. 1 second. Let me get you the screen grab. Okay. How am I going to do this? Okay, give me a second. And you know, it says all the originality that you would expect of Chibnall. Yes, he ripped something off. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to play? What did Chibnall rip off today? What could it be? Here, 1 second. Putting it up. Here we go. Title of episode 3 is. There you go. Ta-da! Once upon time. Really? I just do what the Stevie did, and it'll come out just the same. No, it won't, you talentless cunt. Oh, I'm gonna watch Jonah's last episode and drink a toast about. We should make that a drinking game. That would be funny. I thought Noel was doing a watch along. I was really bummed out. We were basically at the same time. I really wanted to watch it with his watch along. Never mind. And then, because I was doing it at the same time, I couldn't listen to his. I wanted to listen to his. Although he says he's doing another stream this week sometime, he said. Maybe 13 wipes her own universe from existence. Probably, because she's so freaking useless. I mean, how useless is she? Just to reiterate how useless she is. Oh, no, don't play. Don't play. And so I could... God, she's so useless. Oh. I don't know why they did that and like hid the creature. Like, I don't know. Why is Chibnall? Why Chibnall? Why? You know, like we ask him why so many bloody times of so many things. Stop, babe, stop. There you go. Okay. So yeah, okay, wow. How do you make them look less attractive? Well, that's incredible. It's just like, why? Like, why make yourself look bad? Like, none of the other doctors have ever looked this bad. Get you upside down. There you go. Like, none of the other doctors have ever looked that bad. It's just like, why? I don't want to shag you, Jodie. It's fine. You're one of the few, okay? You're safe, okay? Yeah, by the way, Cole Rittenhouse, Crowder made a very good point. The kid could just claim, well, look, the kid who was chasing me, who I shot, the guy who chased me, who I shot, was a 5-time, a pedophile, a child rapist. I was scared he wanted to rape me. I mean, he looks like he was 17 at the time. He was underage. So there you go. That seemed like a reasonable defense. How about the defense was I defended my life in a legal manner. Like all that, it's like, man, if he goes down, it's bad news. It's bad. Although that could just be the spark that starts the war. I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay. Is it easier now than ever before to get out of work by coughing? Yes. The joke is in the synagogue, right? It used to be when you farted, you coughed to cover it up. Now when you cough, you fart to cover it up. Music is terrible. Yes, it is. Again, she's witnessed the universe. I always want, but she never thought about how it would feel like, right? Because she's never been shit before. Moffat never had character development, and the story got pushed off the stage. Many are like me and will step over if the stuff is fun. So having it fun is a very important thing, right? It's very. Aaron Becker is here. Hello, how are you? Yeah, listen, if it wasn't so dour, right? Tracy Thomas, how you doing? I always like your avatar. It's all bright and shiny. It feels like Moffat tried to fix it, made it 100 times worse. Is it? I don't think it's worse. Orphan 55 was worse, right? Orphan 55 is 100% worse. Cam, hello, how you doing? Lonnie on Comics is here. How are you doing, sir? Hit the like button, as Peter Rich says. He's absolutely correct. Man, I'm still 15 minutes behind. I nearly caught up. Dan Stark is tracked. Yes. Oh, as I said, he's been great on Big Finish, right? He's been absolutely fantastic. Gareth Morgan, how you doing, sir? MWMCFC. Okay, how you doing? It's called chapters. And listen, this type of storytelling is really Noel likes it. I heard he liked it. It's so clunky and so grabby. My title's joking and snappy. Oh yeah, what was the first one? Far away. Yeah. I'm gonna drop a firstly, go listen to it. It's go check out Dr. Alex. But secondly, make sure you listen to season 12 first. That's season 12 is just good entertainment and it's free. So listen. He knows how to appeal to us Jews. It's the old story is God goes to the Jews and says, "Listen, I've got this thing for you. It's commandments." It's like we said, "How much is it?" And he said, "It's free." Yeah, we'll take 10. I'm going back through the chat, see if I missed anybody, but I think I got everybody. Fine. Okay, let's get rid of Jodie for a minute. Oh God. Here's the thing I wanted to look at, right? This is absolutely fascinating. And I don't know, like I'm intrigued to know when people are going to start. I think people are starting to wake up a bit, right? And it's going to be weird when it happens. Here, 1 second. So this is. Oh, maybe we should look at the Morbius trailer as well. I do want to watch the Morbius trailer. We'll do this first. It's a 4-minute clip of Bill Maher with Sean Spicer. And
rabbit hole you want to go down.
I do.
Okay, fine. So this is fascinating, right? It's they talk about if there was election fraud that for the 2020 election, right? And here, let's just see where he goes with it. It's just, it starts off with the assumption. It started off with the assumption at the very first moment that obviously this highly contentious, very, very strange result that they very much wanted was beyond reproach.
Avoid the question.
No.
Did Trump win or lose the election?
I don't know.
Well, there
you go. That's fair enough. I don't listen. Here's a correct answer. Biden won the presidency. Did he win the election? I don't know. It's not possible to know. So I think Spicer's saying something very, very. But here, look at his response. Freaking incredible.
you go.
Because here's
the world
problem.
does.
If you
No, the world decided. The world decided, and they didn't want to hear anything different.
First
See,
of all,
now I
tell
can't-
me how many votes that got cast illegally and not according to the system. Who did they go for?
But this was litigated in every court, even Republican.
No, again, this is. It's like they just look at the scoreboard. Yes, it's litigated in courts by people who either desperately wanted the result or wanted things to go back to normal, and certainly didn't want the house burnt down. Right? So, so nothing was actually litigated. It's all said, "Oh, we can't deal with this," and then you came to the Supreme Court and said, "Yeah, no, we're not going to decide this." And then it came to Pence, who essentially had the authority, the last person with authority to step in, and he said, "Oh no, it's too big for me. Then it's too big for anyone." All right, this is what here. So listen what Spicer says.
Who were in charge of the vote came down.
Now I want to be very clear. I'm not saying Biden won through electoral fraud. I'm saying I'm saying I don't know because of the actions of the Biden government, right? I would really like to know that he won.
On the side of this election was fairly adjudicated. You yourself said right after the election, they asked you about fraud.
They asked me if
you
it
have
was
All right, so yeah, they said, Republicans and Democrats. Republicans wanted Trump gone. This is not about Republicans and Democrats. This is all about establishment.
And I have seen no evidence.
Correct. I haven't. But what I have seen is a state. There's a difference.
So imaginary evidence?
No. There is a difference. What Pennsylvania's Supreme Court
Yeah, okay. So now he's going to say something poignant, right? Something personal.
did, what Wisconsin's clerks did, they let people, Wisconsin does not have a provision in their law to let people vote early in person. It has an absentee ballot provision. People set up tables in parks in Madison, Wisconsin, and allowed people to come without identification. In Pennsylvania, they were allowed to vote without identification, no postmark on the ballot, in violation of Act 77 signed by a Democratic governor in 2019. And the answer is, well, then don't worry about it because there was a pandemic. Well, what's the next thing that you can just blow away? A law is a law until it's changed. You don't get to pick what you want to follow depending on what's happening outside.
Okay, this again.
I'm glad there's something like, and he, you know, it's like, but his reaction is the reason I'm showing you this. His reaction is incredible. It's like, obviously it's not. You're just like, yeah.
This was looked at exhaustively.
It's not.
No, it wasn't looked at exhaustively. That's it. No, it was exhaustively avoided being looked at, right? If it was looked at exhaustively, well, how about this? Why not just do the one thing anybody asked you to do? Let's set aside the ballots that are clearly illegal. Set aside that, and let's see who won, right? If you look, you're so confident he's the most popular president in history. Of course he won, right? Let's see who won. No, you're not willing to set aside that ballots that you know are fraudulent. Like they know they're not contested in any way, right? This was done, but doesn't matter. This was just the beginning of it. But I'm really hoping reality is about to change.
Not true, though. What was looked at, for example, in Wisconsin, the court ruled 4-3.
Okay, Sean, I get it. You know what?
You're like you accuse me of something.
You said your piece. You said your piece. I haven't looked at this. You're like that kid in school
who's right.
No.
Basically, look, it's on Bill. Here's the incredible thing. Here's why I put this on. It's on Bill Maher's Facebook feed. He put it on himself, right? So he's proud of this. Right, so he believes he has a mic drop here. He believes that you know this is worth. Like, no, this makes him look stupid.
No, who has to answer about the book report, so reads one page very carefully that nobody else read, and then does a thing on that, and then we don't know what you're talking about.
You do.
But we know that what I do know.
No, listen, he did very well, but he read all the pages and he knows it very well, and then it just made you look stupid, right?
It's your show.
What I do know is that this was looked at by people from both parties, and that people have come.
It doesn't matter. I don't care looked at. Just look at the ballots. Separate the ballots that we all agree were done differently, right? That's all you got to do. There's 100 other ways there was electoral fraud claims, right? There's like tons of other ways. I'm not saying go through the voting machines, which you probably scrubbed. I'm not saying I'm not saying any of that. No. I'm just saying let's just take out the ballots that were not legal, which were obviously quite a few, right? And I think if you do that, it wouldn't change anything. But listen, Biden won the presidency. This presidency was won when all these laws were changed illegally. Right? Biden won the presidency in the courts, and he won it before the election. That's essentially why. But again, look how how Bill Maher's put this up. So like he's explaining why it's okay to blow this guy and blow off exactly what he just said, and not never think about it again.
Down on the idea that Trump lost this election, and you won't say it. And if you're either part of the big lie, or you're part of the conspiracy.
It is not a big lie. The Wisconsin State Audit Committee just released a report. I have it here.
You're just afraid. You're afraid of.
I'm not afraid of anything, Bill.
No, the truth is he's afraid of Trump. They're all terrified of fucking Trump. They're terrified he's going to come. They're actually afraid of something much worse than Trump. You know what Trump told them that fills them with dread and fear? Something that Biden's telling them a lot more clearly, that they're wrong. Trump told them that they're wrong, right? And that's why they hate him, because Trump tells them that they're wrong. And he doesn't tell them that they're wrong by what he says, although he does say it, and he says it's reasonably dumbly a lot of the time, but by the actions and the results of action. But you know what tells them even more that they're wrong? Because they got everything they wanted. They got everything they wanted. And how's that working out for you, right? How's that working out? Is there anything that's not been a disaster, right? Anything at all? Anything you want to point to and say, well, thank God we got rid of Trump, right? No, those gas prices good working out for you? No. Freaking incredible.
Afraid of Trump.
No.
You're afraid of being
I'm
on
not
his.
afraid
Yes,
of Trump.
you are.
No, he's afraid of Trump. They're afraid of Trump. And that's why they turn him into Voldemort. You dare not speak his name. Of course they're terrified of bloody Trump.
You're afraid of being.
Time out. You said I have not, then again, I wasn't on the campaign. I did not see evidence of widespread fraud. What I did say, and what I'm telling you is that in certain states where they sent out ballots that were not requested in violation of a law, that should concern everybody.
But he still lost the election.
Okay.
Okay,
So
now.
worry about Biden.
Okay, so he did lose the election, Trump.
Again, most I would say is Biden won Biden won the presidency, right? Biden won the presidency.
Biden's president.
There you go. Right, but it's fascinating that he chose to put that out. Now, I got a few other things to look at. What we else we got? Let's look at the Morbius trailer. I haven't watched it yet. All right, 1 second. Okay, we're gonna watch this for a second. Why is Sleepy Joe such a great name for Biden? It's like, okay, in his defense, this is a freaking climate conference. Of course it's boring. Look. Here, wait. Let's wind that back. Okay, fine, we got to hear what they say. This is hilarious. Yeah. On behalf of everyone, this is funny. On behalf of the disabled and non-disabled, all around I call on you to commit. And Biden's like, oh God, why am I? Can't I get a double? I'm president of the United States. I'm gonna say, can I get a double? I'm falling asleep. Oh man, oh. And thus he's called Sleepy Joe Biden. I mean, look at him. Look at him. This is just him sleeping, right? This is just him sleeping. Yeah, 1 second. What up? Oh no, wrong thing. Yeah, share video file. Let's look at Morbius trailer.
You need a doctor?
I am a doctor.
I don't know what it is about Jared Leto. I quite like him, but he's always shit. So, I don't know. How does he have that superpower? I kind of like him, but he's always shit. Okay, I liked him as Joker, but he was shit. Okay, I liked him in Blade Runner, but he was shit. I always like him, but he's kind of shit.
I should have died years ago. People all over the world have my disease. I'm here to find a cure. We have to push the boundaries, take the risks. If you're gonna run, do it now.
People are strange.
Sony new owners of Doctor Who now.
Dr. Michael Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months.
When you're a stranger.
Okay, great use of soundtrack. Love a bit of Doors. Like again, best bit of Lost Boys is right at the end where it goes. What? One thing I could never stand about Catalina or wherever they were. All the damn vampires. Down. People are strange.
Then you were found on a container ship that washed up off of Long Island.
Faces look ugly when you're alone.
What did you do to yourself, Doctor?
Yeah, I still haven't seen Venom 2 yet, but it seems to be like, kind of in the Venom 2 universe. Like, I'm not doing anything that's this generation of Nicolas Cage. There is no comparison to Nicolas Cage, okay? There is no comparison to Nicolas Cage. By the way, we agree that the Sean Connery played James Bond in The Rock, right? We all agree with that. Okay, good. Carry on.
I wish I knew. I went from dying to being more alive than ever.
It worked.
Not exactly. I have increased strength and speed, and some form of bat radar.
That's cool. By the way, I hate to say it, but I'm so gonna see the Spider-Man movie. I was just like, it just sounds too. I didn't want to see anything Marvel, especially Phase 4, but yeah, okay, you got me on all that stuff.
What else can I do?
There are limits. There has to be.
There's something inside of me. Who wants to hunt and consume blood?
Okay, this is a cool superhero. Oh, there should be a TV show. I mean, like, this is for a streaming service. Honestly, if Venom was on a streaming service, I would pay for that streaming service.
Michael. When you're strange, faces come.
Can you control it?
Right. Jared Harris makes everything better. Freaking love Jared Harris.
Half the city wants to kill you.
Wait, what paper was that? Daily Bugle?
Can you control it?
I don't know.
Half the city wants to.
Daily Bugle, yeah. Dr. Michael Mobius apprehended for vampire murder. Okay.
Kill you.
We haven't had anything this good since that thing in San Francisco.
The other half wants to control.
Oh, Matt Smith. There you go. Who's he playing it?
Hey, Dr. Mike, you and I should stay in touch.
Oh, cool. Michael Keaton as well.
I'd do anything to save.
By the way, I'm really glad that Michael Keaton's decided he wants to make some money again, because I like seeing him more.
Life. But I don't know what I'm capable of.
You save lives, you don't take them.
Are you here to heal the world? Or to destroy it?
That's kind of cool. Although I tell you, it feels like it should be a CW show, doesn't it? It really does. I feel the same about Venom. It feels like it should be a CW show.
Who the hell are you, man?
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
Okay, so he's in the same universe with Venom. Okay, fine. Let's have a look. I got it. How do I go back to this? We go to let's go to Bounding into Comics. I want to look at this thing about Star Trek as well. This was funny. My keyboard died, which I had for years, died yesterday. So I'm using this backup one, which I don't really like. Ruby Rose voices Batwoman accusation with emails and text messages. Mother, now that's actionable. Man, that's really actionable. Man, she could be in trouble. Anyway, I got to. What do I do? Share screen. I go. Okay, allow. Let's try again. Share screen. There you go. Anyway, what? Ruby Rose bolsters Batwoman action with emails and text messages. Bloody hell, that's really bad. Film scooper and critic claims Disney Lightyear is to have substantial LGBT representation. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they just want to reprogram kids to be gay. I mean, it seems pretty obvious now that the whole plan of the elite is to make it okay and desirable for kids that they suck cocks, right? It seems like they want to recondition people that they're into that, right? Which is weird. It's because he survives COVID. Okay, very good. Morbius, new Morbius trailer cracks a Venom joke. Yes, it does. Terror on the Prairie actress Gina Carano responds to critics who claim her social media posts are dangerous. Please, dangerous. And AT&T, the parent company of DC Comics, later to push critical race theory to employees. It's very weird. Oh, Eternals box office. Okay, this is the story I love the best, right? And I started watching the video puff piece. This guy, Captain Douchebag here. Captain Douchebag, who thought he was a stunning and brave face of tomorrow, right? Yeah, Mr. Do you remember how he responded to Elliot Page when Elliot Page came out as a man, as Elliot Page has always been, and Elliot Page has never not been a man? Do you remember how cringe his response was? Like, oh, I love Elliot Page. He is such a great friend of mine. He's a great guy to hang out. Like, really? You SJW piece of shit. He's a super SJW. Right? Super SJW. And he expected to be elevated to the status of Robert Downey Jr., right? He thought he was going to be a superhero. Now, oh my God, I saw this story. Yeah, 1 second. Let me go to this link. There we go. Drafts, where are we going? Oh yeah, here it is. Opening up. Marvel producer downplays Eternals 2. No, the headline was Marvel producer says there's no need for an Eternals 2. Yeah, there's no, really? Yeah, I what a shock they're downplaying Eternals 2. Why do you think that could be? What do you think could have happened? It's see, this is why I'm hoping that this guy McCullough's going to lose, because he's been campaigning on race, right? He's been campaigning on wokeness, right? This was campaigned on wokeness, right? And that's why I'm hoping part of the energetic shift that we're going to see in the universe is a collapsing of this wokeness, right? If wokeness collapses, can you imagine how much better the was if people just stop buying this shit anymore, right? And them losing an election here, and let's say Rittenhouse doesn't go the way they like, and this crashes, and all the woke shit they do just crashes. Buzz Lightyear being LGBTQ. By the time it comes out, people will be like, fuck off, No. Will you stop? But like, listen, if you want to be gay, be gay. Stop telling me how great it is to be gay. Right? Stop telling my kids they should be into sucking dicks, which is really kind of weird that you've been telling them that an awful lot for a long time now. Right? It seems weird. Like you printed up textbooks to teach kids how to suck dicks, and it shouldn't be weird if an older relative does that to you. No, that is weird, right? If you're a kid, that's weird, right? But it really seems that's the entire root of everything. They want to teach kids that if a grown-up comes and says, suck my dick, they're going to go, oh, okay then, because that's normal. And that seems to be the world they want to create. And you know what? I'm not joking. I think I just worked it out. I think that's the plan. I think they want to create a world where it's easy to find a kid that who will be open to exploring. Man-boy love. Eternals actor Kumail Nanjiani sets up tired Hollywood narrative in case of Eternals flops at box office. Yes, it is flopping at box office because you're a woke piece of garbage and nobody gives a shit. Oh, you worked out? We don't care, Mr. Woke piece of garbage. Looks like we're upsetting the right people. Eternals opens November 5th. Being review bombed. You were not being review bombed, you dumb cunt. Who's that? Elizabeth Bank and Charlie's Angels. Yeah, listen. Don't spend your time looking hot and making Korean looking hot and then go, oh, don't objectify me. Really? Did she direct this piece of shit? Look, people have to buy movies as tickets too. If it doesn't make money, it reinforces the stereotype that Hollywood. No, it's just you made a shit movie. You made a shit movie and told everybody we don't care about you. Yeah, exactly. Go woke, go broke, you dumb cunts. Right? How many times? Look. How many times we watch it? I mean, oh God, I'm so glad this failed. Right? I'm really glad this failed. Like, I feel, but I kind of like what's her name? Whatever her name, the blonde's name is. But everybody else, no, I can't. And I think Kristen Wiig is very, very talented. But like, yeah, I'm glad it failed. And listen, I like, what's it, Mackenzie, whatever her name is, right? I think she was good, but like, I'm glad it failed, right? I'm glad it failed. I didn't see this movie, but your boy Zach described her like a brat doll, right? Like she was tiny. So it's like, yeah, I think time's up, mate. Time's up for this bull crap. But again, and that's just the beginning. Oh, we should see the Boba Fett trailer. That's the other thing. Right, let's have a look at the Boba Fett trailer. So I have seen that before. Get in the ship, Boba. If you were on the YouTubes. Although I'm not excited by it, which is kind of the state of play with me with Star Wars. Right? I'm not really excited. I mean, I enjoyed aspects of The Mandalorian, but it's kind of dead to me now. Like, this isn't exciting me at all when I'm looking here.
I am not a bounty hunter.
Yeah, you are. You're like the most famous bounty hunter in the world. Well, universe.
I've heard otherwise.
And I'm finding him slightly less cool ever since he's had the paint job touching him up a bit. Right? I'm feeling it's just slightly less cool. Right? And this is, I mean, like, it was fun seeing Tatooine in The Mandalorian. But, like, I don't know. I think the Gina Carano thing really hit as well. Right? The Gina Carano thing really, really hurt them.
I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
Jabba ruled with fear.
I'm going to watch it. I'm certainly going to watch it. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to try Prodigy. It looks really awful. I don't think I can. Maybe I'll try Discovery, but it looks like it's going to be too painful. The scurry. The scurry is what happens when there is no what's the word we're looking for? Repercussions for failure.
I intend to rule with respect.
You were all once captains.
Yeah, I wish they would give me more of a feels, more like, oh, look what they're doing, right? But it really, I mean, they just made it too commonplace, I think, is the problem. They made it too commonplace, and I think, look, I don't know, I think they developed a lot of bad will with Gina Carano, right? A lot of bad will with Gina Carano.
Jabba the Hutt.
Although, okay, looking at another point of view, the goal of Kathleen Kennedy, I believe, was to make this fail, right? I absolutely believe it was to make it that's the goal, which apparently was tied into the Scarlett Johansson law case against Disney. That it wasn't against Marvel, against Disney. It's all about this war against Bob Chapek is having with the creators. Essentially, he's moved the power of creation out of their hands and giving it back to the audience. You have to have like merchandising sign off and everything now at the same time to make sure you can sell stuff, right? So you're not going to see so many Rose Ticos anymore, or General Holdos, because you're not going to be able to sell them. But here, look at this. All of this is saleable, right? You can make action figures of all these things, and people will be into it.
Under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually...
Yeah, look, action figures, all these things. I want the playset, all this stuff. I really don't, but all this stuff is still saleable.
Official. Why speak of...
every... It's funny, though. The thing that may save fandom, may save genre, right, may save these like classic franchises, is capitalism. In the end, it's people just like saying we want to make money out of them, right? We don't want to be poor. It's hopefully it's going to happen more. Like I wish Apple would buy CBS, right? That would be awesome.
When corporation can make us all rich.
I do like the somewhat sexy Twi'leks, right? Zoom. Yeah, listen, they're wearing makeup. It looks like it's like a brothel or something. Yeah, going on there, but they do look like a sexy Twi'lek. Again, I like it that it's sexy. My God, do you remember? I haven't seen that for a while.
It's all rich.
I wonder if the green ones are kind of skanky. I like seeing Slave One. Okay, that's a feels moment. Seeing Slave One is always fun.
What prevents us all from killing you?
I don't like her. She just irritates me. She's there to be the token female. She doesn't seem to be anything but
taking what we want.
Yeah, it feels more like a video game than it does like a movie.
Such insolence to Jabba. He'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please. Speak freely.
Yeah. Looks kind of meh. Doesn't it? It looks kind of meh. I hate to tell you. Looks kind of meh. But here, let's go to Big Finish. I'll get back over here. Okay, so I saw there was a place to legally download one of the recent releases that I didn't buy. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do that, and if it's any good, I'll buy it, right? I want to give them a chance. And so far, I'm halfway through this one. I'm halfway through the first episode, and it's not been bad at all. So who's ranked the first one? Elizabeth Miles is pretty good. I have to tell you, I've started to quite like what she's been doing recently. She wrote Babe in the Book, one of the Babe and the Butchers. What did she do recently that I liked? I thought she had something I heard. What was it? I think, no, was it? I can't find her. I don't know. But here, there's news. Let's have a look at the news. Fine, yeah. So this they put the cover up for this, and it's like, it's very much trying to get you to buy it, isn't it? Right? It's very much saying, listen, come back, please. We're really sorry. We'll stop with the woke shit. That's what this cover strikes me as. Like, we're really sorry, okay? We'll stop with the woke shit. Yeah. So, okay, you talked me into it. Let's have a look. Big Video's getting marked 4 decades, because I wasn't getting this. 4 decades of Peter Davison's Fifth Doctor next year with 2 anniversary box sets of full cast adventures. Today, the story details for the first 2 volumes. For the first of the 2 volumes is released January 2022 to coincide with the broadcast of the Fifth Doctor's adventure Castrovalva. They should really do a return to Castrovalva because it wasn't that would be kind of cool. The opening episode of the box set, The Secrets of Tellus, is a direct sequel to the Doctor Who episode Tomb of the Cybermen, and the Fifth Doctor travels with companions Tegan, Nyssa, and Adric across a pair of episodes. That sounds pretty good. Secrets of Terror. So Professor Parry's expedition to Tombs of Cybermen was hardly an unmitigated success, with a handful of survivors limp home in a spaceship, unaware of a deadly peril that face the Cybermen is not yet banished. Into the situation stumble the Fifth Doctor and his friends Tegan and Nyssa, or Nyssa and Tegan, I should say, and they're soon in a deadly fight for their lives. Except things aren't quite that simple, because something odd is happening to the Doctor. He's suddenly in a different part of his own timeline, inhabiting his future self, with no idea of why or how this has happened. Who is bouncing in through his time, and what can they possibly want? So what? He's going to his future? I wonder what part of his future he's going to. Okay. And the God of War. The Doctor is still being jolted through his timeline, and has now found himself with Nyssa, Tegan, and Adric in the 9th century. Okay, so this is this is a reboot of the range. Okay, they ended the whole what's the name series? The Mark tangent, and now they're back with this. I think they might talk me in. I think they might talk me into it. Okay, let's see. I think Sarah Grachala has written some stuff that isn't bad before. Not really. Not really, no. But I like the idea. Can it really be funny as he stepped to the target, he was cricketing and brought a whole new zest and energy. The anniversary of the arrival of the first young Doctor deserves celebrated, and the party lasts over 2 box sets. Why is the Fifth Doctor traveling on his own, along his own time? That all will be revealed in a surprise-filled arc, and many friends. Yeah, they talked me into this. They totally talked me into this. It's good cover as well. Good. You can't underestimate a good cover. So what's this coming out? January? Let's have a look for that month. It's going out this month. 9th Doctor set. Looking forward to that. Jenny, I said I'll give Nemesis a punt. Not giving Time Jack a punt, nor Survivors, nor Dark Season, nor Peril in Peru. The first one was really bad. Stranded, go screw yourself. Yeah, I'm done with you. Yeah, no. Martha Jones, I know. Marina Sirtis, go screw. Who's writing it? That's really a question. Tim Foley, Matt Finn, and James Goss, all strong writers. But honestly, the era doesn't really intrigue me that much. War Doctor, I like. Baby the Butcher, looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that a lot. That's going to be fun. Kind of intrigued with this, but it's going to be too long. But who's reading it? It says Trevor Cooper, isn't it? Written by Matt Tucker, and it's read by Trevor Cooper. But yeah, it's so long. That's the thing. 300 minutes. Leave me alone. I can't. I'll probably do the Baben book instead. Terra Nostra. Yeah, listen. So January's turning into a good month. Okay. I will. Okay, screw you. The Iris Wildtime stuff. No. Talk should go away. Watchers, no. Terra Nostra, yes. That's a strong yes. I think we're getting 40 and 8th Doctor, which means Peladon, no. You're losing out, I'm afraid. Okay, let's see what's coming out. Space 1999. And I'm pretty on board for the 3rd Doctor again. I might be buying this River Song set. I really might. It's really... It hasn't pissed me off yet, and I'm halfway through the first episode. So there you go. So that's going on. Fine. What are we looking at next? So we looked at the Eternals. Did we look at the Eternals box office? Yeah, let's look at some of the reviews, which are hilarious. Oh no, let's look at this. I forgot we want to go back to this. Okay, let's just see what they're dropping. Sent from my bat phone. I won't take crumbs, do better, use this situation in a way to change industry and the world, but keep up the smear campaign because it only fires me up to continue when that's the last thing I wanted. Honestly, Carol, I'm so close to being done with the show between the Atmos and the BS and the investigation surgery. I'm really about to walk. Okay. P.S. I still shot those 2 covers. How silly to think I had an option. More on that tomorrow. Didn't do it for me. You did it for your job. I didn't need them. I'd already shot previous EW cover, but 6 days after surgery was when they wanted me to shoot. Oft those emails are heartbreaking, but say a lot. Okay, what they say. To heal perfectly and not have issues later, they wanted me to shoot 2 covers this week, but there was not a chance in hell I could get into that suit and absolutely and not absolutely crash. So hopefully we will work out. The sickest scar, lol. I have a sickest scar. I was reading the covers part. I went, oh man, and out loud. I'm glad you turned down for now. That's exactly the crap that would have sucked. Okay, what? They made you go to a photo shoot? Oh, for God's sake. This is not making you look good. Yeah. You don't really have the receipts. Yeah, darling. Your publicist told you no for a reason. This was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Oh, here we go. So have a look. Let's see what they got. Let's see some good ones. I mean, it looks so shit. They were so selling it. Do they pictures of him, the Najir Khadjabladi? Because he's such a dick. No, he's not even with a team over there. Yeah, God, why do they think any of this was entertaining? I don't know. Oh, there's not a picture of it. That's a shame. So what we got. Box predicted the gross went from will be anywhere between 210 and 280 million, according to the box. That's not bad, blimey. James Bond made 600 million worldwide. That's I think it might be breaking even. Oh, this isn't the reviews. Boring. Fine, let's look at this. Finally, somebody's shouting out Gina Carano. And it's Giancarlo Sito, he's going to be fired. SOC answered, my goodness. Did we have the clip? I'll just watch the clip. 50 minutes now. Here we are. Does it say, does it give a timestamp? Who's your favorite worker in The Mandalorian? My goodness. Okay, you're asking me for that one. Yeah, I'd have to say this one maybe. Okay, I'll say it without hesitation. Gina Carano. She went through a lot last year. I'm not going to weigh in on any of that in particular, other than any of her political beliefs or what she said, whether if she thinks they're appropriate or not. Right, we as actors probably, we probably sometimes. I know for me, I should just shut my mouth, but sometimes I can't, and I've got to say what I believe because it has to go on record. I love working with her. She's warm and beautiful and wonderful, and I don't care what her politics are. I love the fact that she came to acting late, and she was so raw and original and beautiful. Look, she's. I mean, there is a real beauty about Gina Carano, right? It really is. She kind of smolders. And I think she's a lovely person. So I shout her. I mean, just her strength is just really attractive. And I say she's one of my favorites, he concluded. Well, good for you, sir. Second favorite, Lateef Crowder. I have no idea who won the Emmy. He was in the suit when we did our big, huge fight. I did okay, whatever. Guy he works with. Fine. I think with that, I'm going to wrap up. I'm kind of hungry. I hate to tell you, kind of hungry. Let's have a quick look, see if anything else I missed. Still like to work with Gina Carano. Okay. Oh, so good. They say Michael Jackson will be the Batman of the DCU, ousting Ben Affleck. That's weird. I can see it happening, but it's weird. It's weird. There's a lot of weird things going down. Fine. With that, I will say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, a quick look at we're going to look at this tomorrow. Okay, this screen rant. Here we go over here. I love this. No need for a second Eternals. Yeah, no need to have our asses handed to us. Doink. Hints that I was secretly dying. Blimey, how many things came out? This is the last few hours. Probably offers pre-Whitaker. No, it doesn't. Doctor Who Season 13 video dives deep into new companion Dan Lewis. Oh, here we go. BBC have lost creative control of Doctor Who for Season 14 and beyond. Yeah, that's a big deal. This is a very big deal. So we will be going through this. This is quite a meaty article. So they bring some more stuff up. Okay. We'll be looking at this tomorrow. Fine. With that, I will. When did actors become preachers? When they started believing their own bullshit, basically. That's really what they started believing their own bullshit. And there's a lot of bullshit that they spew. There's a lot of bullshit. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to recommend once again checking out Dr. Alex. Oh, it's on the Lonnie put it up. Dr. Alex, first episode of season 13 is online. It kind of whets your appetite, gets you going to what you're going to want to hear more. If you haven't had season 12, really recommend it. Look, if you missed Capaldi, it feels like Capaldi, right? It feels like Capaldi, and it continues to. He definitely knows his dialogue's very, very good. Very good. Okay, with that, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button, hitting it again.